The dawn of civilization. Primitive. Dangerous. Exciting. The handwriting is on the wall. If the human race is ever going to amount to anything, it needs
the most civilized caveman I have ever seen.
Look who's come out of his cave.
Hey everyone, this is James from Cave Dweller Music. We are joined today by my co-host Brendan, and we have a very special guest for you today, the band Sunrot. We have 3 of the members who've taken some time out of their day to talk to us. Thank you so much for coming on the show. We really appreciate it. We have with us Lex, Alex, and Ross. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you for having us.
Great, anytime. For anyone who doesn't know the band, know your music, do you maybe just want to tell us a bit about what you each do in the band, and then so just let us know what the band's about, what you guys play.
Sure. I'm Ross. I play bass and I do a little bit of vocals.
I'm Alex. I play drums and that's it.
I'm Lex and I do vocals and I do noise. And yeah, we're the queer contingent of Sunrot. You got the best of us.
Yeah.
Right.
all the queer folks are here. The straight stayed home like it should be. But but yeah, Sunrot. Yeah, we're just a band of some folks in the Northeast, and yeah, we're just like kind of this sludgy, noisy, weird shit. We try to keep it heavy, keep it from the heart, and we get political, and we don't give a fuck. And we get gay, and we don't give a fuck. And yeah, we're just here to have fun, but also I don't know, maybe like make someone feel, make someone think a little bit, or make them feel a little better, or radicalize them into communists.
So standard band stuff, really.
Sure.
Standard.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, how did you end up forming as a band? How did you all come together?
So that question would be for me, because I was the one who hounded everyone to be in the band.
Okay.
I actually, me, Chris and Rob are the only 2 who aren't on this call. They're busy. I think Chris just got COVID for like the first time that he knows of, that's not asymptomatic. So, but he's doing all right. He's feeling better each day, but that sucks. And I think Rob is practicing maybe with his other band, Unhinged, who you should check out. Unhinged Grind at Instagram or whatever.
Awesome.
Anyway, quick plug.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I went up to Rob and Chris and I was like, I love the bands that they're in. Please jam with me. And that just turned into Sunrot, and we were a 4-piece. And then we added Alex on drums, and we moved Rob to guitar because he's really a guitarist. He wanted to play guitar. Alex is a multi-instrumentalist, just like Rob. So they did drums, and then we parted ways with our bassist, and we got Ross in the mix because we love his other band, Quiet Man. Shout out to Quiet Man in Philadelphia. Check them out. So yeah, that's how it went, pretty much.
I also followed them around like a fucking puppy. Like
no, you didn't. I love it. But yeah, we're like we make a joke that we're compulsive post-noise power sludge. It's just like to piss off like elitists, like
The lamb goat hunters.
Yeah, the lamb goat readers. But like the compulsive part is true. Like we have to do this, like, or we'll go insane. So I really wanted to pick people who, like, if they didn't do this, like, they would just like be horrible people in the world.
Yeah, that's true.
Meandering, unfulfilled.
Yes.
Yeah, or just like a wolf in the woods, like just like one that was like in captivity and then let loose and is like confused and angry and like
It's like, where's my dinner? I don't have it.
Not well adjusted. We're not a well adjusted group of folks.
Yeah, I mean, maladaptive to be professional. So
yeah,
I mean, would you really say that any underground metal band that has extreme elements is well adjusted?
I don't know. There's some weird dorks out there. Yeah,
weird dorks are superior to us for sure.
Yeah, and they're awesome. They get it done, but like, yeah, I can't relate.
No, I think like just like I think we are like well adjusted in senses, but we're all traumatized people.
Yeah,
And
Oh, that's
I
fair.
feel like extreme music in general, like draws people with shit going on. I mean, music's the universal language. Like Sunrot said that, and
Yeah.
it's a beautiful thing. So I think we're all just traumatized, folks.
yeah.
Just
Traumatized
sharing.
music with traumatized people.
Yeah,
Which is
it's
what the
great.
record's about.
Yeah.
hmm I think people connect with that though. It's like it's not just the themes of the music, but I think people connect with like the feel of it as well.
I
Right.
hope so. I would love that.
Yeah. There's definitely like a feeling to like the album and individual songs as well, through your catalog. But on Unfailing Rope, there's definitely a feel to that album that's like it's deep.
Oh,
Thank you. We
appreciate
we
that.
put our literal blood, sweat, and tears into that album. I can guarantee you that. We just poured our guts out into it. So
And I'll say that Brendan and I both have plenty of trauma and we connect with it too. So there you go.
Yeah.
Oh,
Great.
No, that's great.
it sucks for you, but it's good for us because we want that connection with you. You know?
Exactly. Yeah, it's like I really want people to connect with my album, but I hope they don't. Because
Right.
I hope they're not hurt enough to, but if they are hurt enough to, I'm glad that they did.
I hope they're doing
Yeah.
better than that.
Right.
It's like when people ask
Usually-
me, oh, sorry. I was gonna say people ask sometimes if my like kid likes heavy music, and I'm like, I hope he doesn't, because
I hope
I hope he just likes like like Sufjan Stevens and has like a very peaceful life.
It's funny. My
So-
son's been loving music, but anything with like that mentions like a jukebox or anything like that, like it's all over. He's like, "Oh, I like this song," and I'm like, "Is it because it's about a jukebox?" Like.
oh my god, that's adorable.
So how music wise, what got you into, I guess, underground music? What was your starting point and what inspired you?
I mean, early on for me, it was like I was kind of raised by TV a little bit, and I was watching like music videos, and like immediately I was like 8 or 9 and seeing like Corn, and I remember my parents being like a little bit put off by it, and like that kind of was like instantly like, oh, well then this is the cool thing. And then like for me, like immediately, like I would go to school and like I had like my Corn shirt or something, and then my friends all had older brothers, and the older brothers would all like beat the shit out of us because we weren't listening to Slayer, and then we like jumped over to Slayer, and then they would beat the shit out of us because we weren't listening to Deicide, and it just kind of kept going that way. So it was all just from beatings.
You're always just one subgenre behind.
Right.
Yeah.
Still have.
You're not into this yet, nerd?
Yeah, basically. Like somebody just told me my favorite band is Dystopia, and somebody told me it's TikTok metal. So now I'm
Dude, I've heard that. I saw someone post the other day saying, "Man, Dystopia is like so like overrated. Every hipster in New York wears their shirts." I have literally never seen anyone apart from one homeless guy wearing a Dystopia shirt.
Oh, it breaks my fucking
That
heart.
was
And
probably
here in California.
Ross.
Yeah,
That was probably Rob or Ross. They both.
that was probably one of us.
Dystopia too.
And I'll connect with you on that because Dystopia is one of my favorite bands as well, like top 5, top 10.
Yeah.
They're great.
Easy.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
everything.
Humans Equal Garbage is an absolute masterpiece.
Oh my god, I have all 3 of them right here next to me.
I've had that on I have that on vinyl as well.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Ross keeps it next to him just to remind him that it's equal garbage.
I keep that thing on me.
Yeah. It's amazing,
I-
Sludge.
I just haven't heard. I've never heard anything that's as raw in Sludge. than
Totally.
that album. I don't
Yeah.
know. If there is something, please let me know. But I haven't found it yet myself.
Right.
I got some stuff for you after this is over.
Okay, please do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You can share now if you wanted.
Oh, yeah.
Well, part of it is one of them is it's a it's a Hungarian band, and I don't know what they're actually called, but their name is translated to Mercury.
Okay.
They're on Fuck Yoga, and it's basically like if like like Carp or Big Business was like more fucked up and had like Dystopia vocals.
Oh
Oh,
wow.
It is
Okay.
the rawest shit. It's amazing. Yeah.
all right.
Wait, Ross, did you say fuck yoga?
Yeah, Fuck Yoga. It's like a record label from somewhere in Eastern Europe, I believe.
Don't Google that because yeah.
Oh yeah, don't Google Fuck Yoga. Well, Fuck Yoga Records is probably safe.
Don't Google that unless it's after midnight.
Well, it's after work. Not safe for
Yeah.
work.
New Thrush is another one, also on Fuck Yoga.
Oh, Nithcrush is good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you heard that New Zealand band? They never did like any digital albums you can listen to anywhere, but Meth Drinker.
I was about to say Meth Drinker.
Mm.
It's amazing. When I asked you about New Zealand originally, that was the next question that I had for you.
The vocalist did a new band. They released their first album a couple of years back as well.
Yeah, I've actually been bothering him online, and he
Oh, really?
said to me, yeah,
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah, I love them.
Yeah, no, they're great. One of those like hidden gems on the internet.
Yeah.
Right.
Also, if I can throw one more in here,
Yeah.
Gothrop from Seoul, South Korea.
Oh, I don't know them.
They are
No, they're on what Chris Monk, right?
they Chris Monk just put out their CD, and that thing,
Yeah.
it fucking rips. They have a LP on Sentient Ruin. I think I just saw it announced today. It's so good. Go check it out. I'll stop with the music now.
Yeah. Oh, it's good shit for sure.
Uh,
They were on
I
Curse
think
Monk.
the question was, how did y'all get into underground metal?
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Mm,
Well,
Word.
for me, I think I was like listening, like you listen to what your parents like, and then you listen to what like your big brother likes, and then you find shit that you like. And it happened to be like heavier stuff, even though I love like all kinds of music.
Yeah.
But then for me it was like I found this band that is from it's actually hilarious. This is a pretty good story. Maybe it isn't, but I'm gonna tell it anyway. So this band who was in, I was listening to new metal. It was popular, and I still fuck with new metal. And their name is El Nino. I don't know if you remember that.
El Nino.
Yeah. I remember owning
They were from New Jersey, and they grew up like near me. So like I don't know why I just like hit them up, and I was like, because they had a studio, and I was like, I was working in construction, and I was like, yo, like teach me like about shit, and I'll like paint, and I'll help you like soundproof your studio. I didn't know what I was doing, but I knew how to paint and drywall, and they were like, hell yeah, and they were so nice, and I was like, yeah, dude, I wanted to be in a band since I was like little, and I had just gotten off like hard drugs, and that's the reason why I never got into like a steady band. That's like I tried bands outside of high school and stuff, and I was just too into drugs. But so I had my life kind of starting to get on track, and they were like, go to underground shows and find musicians, because I was like, it was like back in the day of Craigslist, and I was meeting all these fucking weirdos who wanted me to be like Evanescence. Like I was like, what? Like look at me, dude. Look at me. Like what? So so they were like, yeah, go to these clubs and stuff like that. So yeah, I went to the Meat Locker a lot. I still do. And yeah, I found this love for local total underground scene, and I started booking shows, and I started talking to people, and gave this last ditch effort to get Sunrot together, and it just stuck this time. So
That's great.
yeah. But so El Nino, this is why Sunrot exists. No, I'm just kidding. But shout outs to the El Nino crew. I don't know. They'll never hear this, but they were really cool to me when I was a kid. So
Nice.
thanks.
That's a cover we gotta do.
Yeah.
Are they still together? Are they still a band?
I think
I'm literally
there's,
Googling it
drama. I think there's like legal drama that I don't want to talk about because it's like plaguing like their Instagram, and I just like I get so sad because I'm like, you guys are so fun and nice, but they're like fighting with each other.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it stinks. That's what happens, I guess, when you grow old and you just like grow older. They're not old, but grow older and like lose touch maybe with each other. I don't know. That's what I love
Mm.
about Sunrot is we're like these are my best friends besides my bandmates, and I don't think I could work in a band that isn't like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
Yeah.
seems to be a bummer for
Are
other bands.
you are you all in New Jersey?
I live
I'm
in
in.
Philly, but
Yeah, Ross is in Philly. Me, Chris, and Rob are in North Jersey, and Alex is in Central Jersey. That mystical land that maybe exists.
Brigadier.
My
Yeah.
my grandparents were in Oceanport. I don't know. I think that's
Oh,
Central
that's South
Jersey.
Jersey, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
South Jersey.
that's
Yeah,
closer to me. Yeah,
that was fun stuff. Go visiting
Yeah.
them.
yeah.
Good times.
Nino is part of that wave of like really fun metalcore from like 2005 to 2010.
Mm.
Yeah, I really got into him also because like my father's from Latin America, um, and like back in that a lot of not everyone, but a lot of people who moved here, a lot of migrant folks like in his generation, I feel like really didn't think that was cool like to be from other places, so they really tried to assimilate like in like an annoying way where they like cut off a lot of their culture.
Right.
And I didn't have that to like the nth degree, but there was some of that. Like I still like I can only understand and speak some Spanish, which is annoying as hell because like I can't even communicate with some of my my like my relatives. But um El Nino, yeah, they like I felt close to them because they filled that hole in that like that it was all white people, and then it wasn't all white people, there was like Sepultura and shit like that, but like
Yeah.
in that limelight, right?
Yeah. There's a lot less diverse than it is now, for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, which sucked, but now it's getting better. Still a lot to go, but
Mhm.
there's some great bands that aren't just all white people, and they're killing it, and it's good to see.
Oh yeah.
I think like streaming has really helped with that a lot
Oh,
because it's allowed people from like developing nations to really get their music out where they could maybe afford to before.
yeah.
Yeah,
Even here, like it's a little more. I mean, none of it is really like meritocratic or anything, but
Mhm.
you have a better chance of being like if your shit is good, you have a better chance of it being heard by some people than when it was completely like unavailable to you.
Right. Exactly. It
Yeah,
just would have stayed dormant somewhere in the other side of the world and never heard by anyone outside of the country before.
sure.
yeah.
Um, I actually have a non-profit record label that the whole focus is literally just helping artists from those regions get their music out there, I guess.
Oh, that
Hell
rip.
yeah, that's
That's
sick.
awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, it's not metal related. It's like basically everything else except because I deal so much metal stuff with the Cave Dweller and the podcast and everything. It's just like a breath of fresh air, I guess.
Sure.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
nice to have a breakup between all the heavy.
It
Yeah.
is.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. I barely listen to heavy music, to be honest.
Yeah, we none of us do really.
That's wild. Like so I listen to a lot of heavy music and then lately I've been doing a lot of 90s throwbacks.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So we do in the van.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're the
Like
best.
Rhythm of the Night. Rhythm of the
Fucking
Yeah.
Night.
or
Rhythm is a
we're
dancer.
all singing fucking Hunger Strike, like loud as fuck. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
What's up?
Going
Yeah.
hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it, man.
Oh man, I'm convinced out of Sunrot, me and Ross have the best Eddie Vedder, and I might try to top Ross at some point.
Oh well,
I mean, now's your chance
Yeah, yeah.
That's
I
so
don't know.
funny.
for the whole world to hear. Um, I did. I wanted to ask specifically as well, while we're on the topic of like inspiration stuff. The new album. What inspired the new album specifically? Where did that come from?
oh man.
Yeah,
Well, I don't want to. I was gonna say just like it came together over such a long period of time.
yeah.
It's sort of as like has it's a boulder rolling down a hill collecting like whatever horrible crap we've like like been through. over the course of like 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say like, I mean, obviously the vocals, like the lyrics are all Lex, so maybe he has a little better insight on
I
that.
mean, a lot of it came together like vision um thematically with me entering EMDR therapy, to be honest. I
Okay.
finally I was self-medicating with drugs and self-injury and all this kind of stuff for a long time, and then I went into abstinence-based recovery, and I was doing regular therapy, and I was just like, this shit isn't enough. Like I got some demons, like I got these like what they seemed as like impulses, like flashbacks, impulses to just like run, just like do weird shit, like just like leave, like
Yeah.
somebody like breaks a glass, and I just like walk out to my car and drive away. Like it's just weird, like all this weird shit I felt like was like running my life, and I was just like, I need to work on some shit. And everyone was like, yo, you need to get skills first, like to manage that, and then you need to go to EMDR. So I went to DBT therapy,
Oh yeah.
skills.
Wow.
I went for like a year, and
Nice.
skills to manage, my moods and my impulses and stuff like that, so I didn't go backwards. And I went to EMDR and just like started addressing trauma, and that's like thematically a lot of the album is about this micro trauma that's like also mirroring the macro trauma of like COVID and the uprising and the climate disaster, and just like all these big things and how they relate to all the like little neurons in my brain as well.
Mm.
I don't know. That's like kind of it, I guess. I'm bad at explaining things.
That was
No,
great.
you're
Makes
good.
sense. Yeah, makes total sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did realize one thing though. I don't think we actually said the name of the album for anyone listening. It is The Unfailing Rope, and it was released back on April 7th.
Yes.
And it's through
Prosthetic Records.
Prosthetic. Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome label. Oh, how did you end up working with Prosthetic? That's a great question. People want to hear that probably.
Well, I like we like started like just flirting. Like they liked our stuff on Instagram, and then we would like their stuff on Instagram, and then they'd put us on these little lists, and then we'd send them little selfies. No, we didn't send them selfies. We should have. But we were like basically came to a point where we're like, hey, we're gonna date or what? And like, and then it was Becky. She signed us. Shout out Becky. She's the best.
Becky.
And Steve knows the best.
Yeah.
And the team is the best. But Becky really like believes in us, and so does Steve.
Smart
Steve.
move.
Yeah. And they just like they were like, all right, let's fucking go. And we were like, okay, let's do it.
KW from Vile Creature was like pretty sick liaison for us too.
That's
Nice.
awesome. Great
Love
band.
Vile Creature.
Vile Creature is amazing, and KW is like our Papa Bear in a lot of ways.
For real.
That's cool.
Our very handsome and charming Papa Bear.
Is it a partnership you see yourself continuing with future releases?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? They're doing cool shit. They're connecting us to cool stuff. It's if they were dicks, we'd leave, and they're not being dicks, so we'll stay as long as they'll have us until they start being dicks.
Also, they have a cool way of like if we have some stupid idea that we want to do, they're always pretty much like behind it. So if we have
sometimes they even hype us up on it too.
So if we have some dumb idea, they're like usually pretty down for it.
I mean, if it's on brand, then might as well roll with it, right?
Yeah. This photo shoot, I was like, I'm gonna set myself on fire, and they were like, fuck it, do it. And I was like, yeah.
You won't.
And I did, and I burned all my nose hairs, but it was a good photo shoot.
That's awesome. It makes me think of the Pink Floyd album cover.
Right? I wish I could have done that, but I don't have the money for. I actually have friends who could have made shit like that, so I could have done that, but that would have been thousands of dollars to get.
Yeah.
To not have skin grafts all over my body.
Yeah, you want
Right.
to make sure that is well created, well made.
Yeah,
If you're
what you
going to use
pay.
that, exactly. You don't buy
It's
that
not
from
like some.
Wish.
It's
Not on
not like some
Wish.
Titanic vessel type of shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Brendan, I've been talking a lot. Do you have any questions
No,
you want to ask?
you're good. You're good. Um, well, you guys were quite busy this summer.
Mhm.
What were your favorite venues that you were at, and what was your favorite dinner?
Ooh,
Mm.
shit. A lot of
I
good
gotta.
dinner.
Yeah,
What?
yeah. You go first because I actually have to think about it a little bit more.
Okay, yeah. So I mean, favorite venues. Like we got to play the Milestone Club, which was super cool. There was like a Bad Brains tag that they said that the Bad Brains actually like sprayed up on the wall. It was like framed. That was just kind of cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
There was I mean 529 in Atlanta was like so fun, and like our friend in Malevich, Daniel put it on, and it was just like it was a great show.
Yeah.
Um, the one in Gaza we got to play.
Gaza. I was just about to say Gaza kicked ass.
Yeah, we got to play with World is a Vampire and Big Garden, which are two Thou like side project bands, I guess, or I don't
Awesome.
know, side projects, but yeah, and I think yeah, that was fun as fuck. Yeah, I mean, not too many bummer shows.
That's good.
No. And,
Yeah,
if we weren't eating Taco Bell or gas station food, we were eating good food. Like we got
yeah.
showed like I had probably the best breakfast burrito in my life in New Orleans,
All right.
and I forget the name of the place, but I also had the best like vegan burger at this place called
oh
Plant
my,
Based Eat in Memphis. It
that
like
Oh,
looks
that
changed the
amazing.
way I like think about burgers.
Yeah, I had some really good food. And I have like a nut allergy, and they like battered everything in almond milk, and I was just like, fuck it, I'm just eating it anyway. And
Oh
I didn't
God.
regret it. It was great.
I think I agree that that spot in Memphis was incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, the place we just went in Richmond was great too. The Valiant
Oh,
Thorgans bar. What was that called?
Oh, I forget.
Oh, had some stupid like punny name. It was awesome though. Oh, Cobra Commander, right? Cobra
Cobra
Oh,
Cabana.
Cobra Cabana.
Cobra
Actually, yeah,
Yeah.
Cabana.
that one. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
my partner Tarina lives in Richmond, and they
Okay.
showed to us. Shout out to my partner. They're so cool and cute and awesome.
Karina's the best.
But yeah.
dope too.
Nice. Do you have is there any spots that you haven't been to and you want to go to, like reach out to, like outside the East Coast?
Oh
Uh,
yeah,
yeah.
like I wanna play all up and down California. I wanna play Seattle. Like I don't really care where we play. Like just like the actual venues. Like I'll play. We've played in kitchens. We've played wherever, and I just wanna hit some. Yeah, I would love to hit the West Coast. Very hard. I want to go to Mexico. I want to go everywhere.
I want to go to Maine. I've never been there. I know that's on the East Coast, but still.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Play
cool
me.
a lot of good venues in San Diego. You could all play.
I know that's on the list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say on the way to Maine, you can hit Connecticut.
Yeah.
Stop by here.
Yeah, we've only played Connecticut like twice, I think, which
We
is
just
weird.
did though, right? No, that was
When?
Providence. That was Providence.
Oh, I
No,
was like, what?
Yeah.
No, I missed it.
no, we played.
Providence is like 2 hours for me, like only because there's like kind of like one way to get there. You have to drive down, like I have to drive down the whole state to get drive back up the state to get into Rhode Island. It's weird.
We played a sick show in Connecticut last year in like May, and nobody came, but it was like us and Gel. And
What?
Oh, that was
Where?
sick.
I don't remember was that DIY space called. It was
No,
like us,
no,
Gel.
people came.
Yeah,
People
there's
came, but it wasn't like
I
you know.
would have fucking. I feel like sometimes I don't know. Where was it?
Oh man,
Do you remember the town at least, or
not off the top of my head. It was Us, Gel,
nah?
and Sea of Bones, and
Dude, Sea of Bones. Oh, they're a Connecticut band. They're heavy as fuck, man. They're
yeah,
awesome.
they lugged.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had like 15 cabs that they brought up. It was like a second floor of this DIY spot, and just watching them lug those cabs up, I felt so bad for them.
God,
They're
that's
true
wild.
soldiers. They're soldiers to the tone.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. No, they're awesome. They're of like they're definitely heavy,
Mhm.
Yeah.
heavy. Um, oh, that's wild. Yeah, I feel like sometimes there's like so many cool shows, and then like I hear about it after it's already happened, or like I don't know. It's weird.
Mhm.
Like I would have loved to have gone see that show. That would have been great.
And well, Body Void's in Connecticut now, right? Or New Hampshire? I forget.
Vermont.
Oh, wrong. Wait, it's Come to Grief, Connecticut?
No, they're Maine.
They're in New Hampshire and Maine. And that was the band that I was trying to remember the other night we were talking, and I was like, oh man, Cherry Street Station, and it was Come to Grief.
Come to Grief rule. There's Body Void. Shout out Come to Grief and Body Void. They're so good. Both those bands.
Yeah.
And we're dear
Body
friends.
Void,
We love
great
them.
band. I saw Body Void play with Primitive Man and Jarhead Fertilizer, and that was a great show.
That's
Oh,
insane.
yeah.
I wish I would have. Wait, no. I did. Yes, I saw.
Oh,
I
it was
think I
Red
saw that at
Hour.
Vita.
Body Void is awesome band live. They
The
crush it
ticket,
too.
Oh.
they charged like $11 for the tickets. I was like, is it?
That's
Like, what?
insane.
How could
That's
you not
beautiful.
go to that?
Yeah.
Right. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
Body
like
Void
me. If you knew about it, you'd go.
Yeah. Yeah, Body Void creates like an experience almost. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Fucking great.
It's just like I like the vocal style. That's why I love your vocal style. I always actually it's one of my like when I try to introduce people to new music and or this style of stuff, and they're like, well, it's like you can't understand it and this and that, and I'm like, check this out. This is some of my favorite stuff, and and they're like, it sounds like they're in pain, and I'm like, yeah. Yeah, they are. It's
Yeah, so much.
it's awesome.
Thank
But
you.
I use your vocal style as a lot of an example of like, hey, check this out. Like, I think you'd dig this instead of like the gurgly, death metal-y, weird. I don't know, the slam metal stuff. James knows what I can't stand it, but it's all right.
Yeah. No, I feel that. Thank you. So
Don't-
that means the world to me. Thank you.
Don't slam the slam, okay? Slam
All right,
is
you know what? I kind of
you
did.
just
And I'm
don't.
sorry.
It's just
I
too
apologize
it's
about
too
that.
cerebral for you. That's the problem. You just don't understand it.
I just don't speak pig goat.
Yeah.
It's just too complex.
Oh my God.
Like,
We had
I
this-
just can't do
We
it.
had this friend. He passed away. R.I.P. to Pork. He was the man, the legend. And I used to pass him the mic, and he knew that like he would make us laugh by doing pig squeals. Like he would just like, because I'll just like let whoever scream, and he would just do these pig squeals, and I would die. He was the best. We're lucky to have known him for a long time. Yeah.
That's it's definitely fun. Like when people like pass the mic out, let them scream and yell and like sing with you. Like I feel you guys have a bunch of songs that you could get up on there with that. It would be some fun crowd participation.
We do as much as possible. Honestly, we do it every set.
Yeah. Really try to get people to, and when somebody knows, like when we're not even like playing a cover, like we're playing like our own shit, and somebody knows it, I get goosebumps every time. Like
Yeah.
it's probably the like most amazing feeling.
Hell yeah. Well, you just mentioned covers. I love covers. What do you guys do for covers? Like, they're just live, or you haven't have any covers on albums, right?
We have Fix Me on the Sunrot I'd split by Black Flag. There's actually Ides did a Black Flag song. I think they did Black Coffee, and we did Fix Me.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But we do.
And then-
We've been doing like a Nirvana cover recently, just in the summer tour. Alex doesn't ever want to play it ever again.
We did like
I'll play
17 days in a row.
Yeah, we
did,
played it. We did play it like 18 days in a row.
Yeah. We did, and it was fun every fucking time.
Yeah, I had a
But,
great
like,
time.
It was.
we changed like we'd never have the same set list, but that we had
Every
like
night.
for 18 days.
Yeah.
Which song was it?
We did School.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. We're playing this thing called Spooky Fest. If anyone's near New Jersey, you should get tickets to Spooky Fest. Spooky
Depends
Fest
on the
NJ
day.
at the Instagrizz. And I'm trying to get them. I really want them to do a Misfit. I really want to do a Misfits cover.
We are doing
Yeah,
this.
you should.
We gotta do skulls, y'all. We gotta do
Yeah.
skulls.
I love like Halloween is always like Misfit season for me.
Sure.
Yeah, and it's New Jersey. Represent.
Right. You guys got like there's a lot of good bands. Do you ever cover any Bruce Springsteen?
Yeah.
Hell no.
All the time.
We should.
You should.
I have a zine like literally right next to me, and it's just a bunch of different drawings of Bruce Springsteen's ass. It's the best. I wish I could. It's the best.
Oh god, that would be hilarious. That or like, Bon
Don't say it.
Jovi.
Oh, I knew it.
I will,
You got it.
I will totally do Bruce Springsteen though.
Oh, and you won't do the Misfits. Fuck you.
Nah, fuck
Dude.
that.
We're doing Misfits. We're doing Misfits.
All
Yeah.
right.
I mean, so at the end of the day, I'll do whatever.
You could it'd be
Yeah.
fun do a like a Dillinger song too.
Yo, that would be sick. We love Dillinger.
Yeah.
I don't
Great.
think I could play guitar or play drums like I'm being chased by snakes though.
Yeah, that would I don't know, like that's pretty scattered, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be fun. I'd freaking do Farewell Mona Lisa or something, or 43% or something.
You don't really see a lot of cover songs of Dillinger. It doesn't really happen very often.
I mean, because no one can play that.
That's true.
Or if they can, they can't play it well. Like, there's like a total difference between like the real appeal of Dillinger to me is like not that they're playing technical, but that they're playing technical and they're like wiling the fuck out the whole time. Because like,
my
yeah.
God.
I can watch these tech death like Pro Tools bands. They get on stage and they just stand still and they like do the sweep picking and all that shit. But like Dillinger is like so precise all the time and like losing their minds. They're so fun.
Yeah.
I've seen them live. It's a crazy show.
Yeah.
I saw them in a like it was probably maybe 50 people cap room in a studio. Like maybe, probably not, but I don't want to, tell on anyone. I'm no narc. But anyway, they did a show there. They did a show there. It was at Backroom Studios because their guitarist runs it. Kevin.
Recorded.
Yeah, that's where we record with Scott Moriarty, and great place. Scott's the best. Kevin's the best. You should go record there. And yeah, they did like a run through before they went out with 9 Inch Nails, and it was the most insane show I've ever seen. I think Ben's headstock went through the roof because he was belly up on top of the crowd playing the guitar. I had Greg spit on my face, and like I'm not into that. I'm usually the spitter, but it was awesome, and it was fucking outrageous, and they killed it. They killed it. It was an experience. Greg was just like grabbing people by the collar, and we were just screaming along to every song.
Yeah.
And Ben was on an amp, and he couldn't even stand up straight because he was, like it was the ceiling. It was amazing, and Liam was amazing, and what's the freaking drummer's name? He's amazing. Billy, amazing. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. That was insane.
I can imagine. Oh, simpler times, right?
Brendan, you got anything else you want to ask?
Well, who inspired you to actually start doing vocals and singing?
I
Was
don't
it like
really.
somebody like did you start at like a young age, or did you like was it just
Yeah,
kind of recent?
I feel like
I
it's like
just
Whitney.
I mean Whitney, like Whitney though, like just I'm wearing a Whitney shirt right this moment actually. Um,
It's Whitney Houston to the uninitiated.
yeah, to the uncouth or whatever that. Um, yeah, I just as a kid I liked singing, and I still like singing. I don't do a lot of singing. I think I only sing on like one track on Sunrot's discography, but um I've always loved singing, and I actually, if I had anyone's voice in the world, I would trade my voice for Otis Redding.
Mm.
He had like I don't know. There's so many amazing voices like Billie
Mhm.
Holiday, Bone, Whitney Houston. There's a million voices, but it just started when I was young. It was started when I was young, and I think actually, when I got into heavier music, it was I think I hate to say it, and I actually do hate to say it, but I still love this band, Slipknot. Slipknot was definitely instrumental in my sampling, my noise, and my vocals. Not that I sound anything like Corey or want to sound anything like Corey, but just
Right.
the presence of his vocals is pretty astounding. Like it's like another instrument, and
Right.
I don't really like or dislike him, but I'll still fuck with the first two albums. Catch Me on a Crazy Day, maybe the first three, but
Yes. First two are top tier.
yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, I would say Slipknot, and definitely the sampling. It just like I wanted to be the DJ, the sampler, and Corey all at the same time.
Yeah.
So far, I've only pulled off two, but maybe I don't know. I'll start trying to DJ. No, I will not. But yo, this band from Philadelphia, Caged, they have a DJ, and his name is Wait, why can't I think of fucking Joe's
His
name?
name's Joe.
Joe.
His
Yeah.
name's Joe Hughes. He's also in Quiet Man.
Yeah. So they have a DJ. So I'm not gonna, and they're amazing. You should check them out. But yeah, I'm not gonna DJ. But anyway, so short answer, Slipknot, I guess.
Gotcha.
And Whitney.
Whenever people like say Slipknot sucks, I always say after the first two albums, Slipknot sucks.
Yeah.
Right.
Those first two had like so much aggression, and they were just
it's so good.
so different to anything else I'd heard before.
Right. They were stepping stones for sure.
Yeah, they were definitely stepping stones, formative for sure.
Exactly, and like the other one for me that was massively formative was Korn. And
Korn is me.
hell yeah.
That's my.
I still love Korn though.
Me too. I
will never not listen to Korn. But the thing with
that's
them,
how I
like
am with Nine Inch Nails too. Nine Inch Nails was for my
Yeah.
noise.
Love Nine Inch Nails.
Like 9 Inch Nails, I'll still fuck with so much 9 Inch Nails.
Yeah.
Me too. I mean, the thing with Korn that people like don't appreciate is that they always change their sound. Like from the start of their career to the end, every single release sounds slightly different in some way, or massively different in some way, depending on the album.
Mhm.
Yeah. And the amount of like weird experimental dark shit that they got away with getting on like pop radio. Like they have like songs about like real mental health shit, like on like, the whatever the like corporate pop radio is. Like that is like a feat. That's amazing.
Yeah.
They have albums, like they have songs talking about being molested. Like there's whole songs about how like Jonathan Davis's dad molested him and his mom didn't believe him, and that's on the same album as stuff they played on the radio.
Right.
I love Korn.
Yeah, Korn is amazing. I want to do a Korn cover or Deftones cover.
Deftones would be great too. I love Deftones.
Yeah, Deftones is a great band too.
Do something off White Pony if you do.
We have one already, and it's not that. I'm sorry.
We have an idea of what we want to do, but we can't get
You guys would do an awesome version of Shove It.
That's it. That's the one.
That's it.
I bet it was. I knew it. I should have said.
I'm gonna send this clip. Our other guitar player Rob does not want to do it. I'm gonna send this clip.
No, he doesn't.
I'm gonna send this clip to him.
We're gonna bully him into
that
doing
opening riff is iconic, man. Like,
yeah,
that's awesome.
We gotta
definitely do it. I want to hear that. It'd be great. Um, well, how did you have like all these releases? But with Unfailing Rope, you have a bunch of fun guests. How did you get those all to pan out?
Just ask them.
Yeah,
That's it. Nice, easy.
we just asked them. I tried to even pay them, and none of them would take my money. And
Wow.
we have a couple songs recorded on an EP that hasn't come out yet. I don't know when it's coming out, and one song for a possible split with somebody at some point. Um, and there's even more guests. But we always have guest vocals. But when we were, younger, it was mostly our close New Jersey friends. But
Yeah.
now, now that we've played some shows in different states and stuff, now our friends are also like Brian from fucking Thou and his partner fucking Emily, and she's amazing.
Yeah.
And Blake has always pushed for us. Blake has always pushed for us. And so same with Brian. Brian is always I text Brian at 3 a.m. asking him about like where to play this event, like this state, and he's amazing. He let us take a bunch of records from his record shop and talk about them. He's just they're
awesome.
amazing people, and to be on our records is just, I don't know. It was so nice of them.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't take anything. They wouldn't take anything in return.
That's great. I love like the Blake Harrison song you guys did, like with the kind of dueling vocals, like that shit fucking really rips. I love that a lot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Ross not only we were, when we were looking for a bassist, there's plenty of amazing bassists, but Ross definitely, like, besides playing bass amazingly, and we liked the way, we didn't want just like anyone who just like we thought was cool, like we want their tone to sound like really like Sunrot, and we want their writing ability and their live performance, and he had all that, but he also has a fucking killer voice, and I really wanted to utilize that, and it's so much. That song is so much fun going back and forth with him.
Yeah, I bet.
I don't think I ever tell him that enough. That I have a lot of fun with you.
Oh, I have fun with you too, Lex.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I can like envision it in my, like, when I'm listening to it. I can, like, it would be a really cool music video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
That
music video.
We made a shitty music video for
that.
You did a good job, Ross. Ross did all our teaser videos.
Yeah.
They're music videos. They are music videos. They're not teasers, actually.
Nice. Brendan, we're coming up on time there. Did you have any other questions you wanted to
ask? What's your favorite song to play live?
Does it have to be ours?
whatever song you like playing live the best. Like, do you have something you close out your shows with every night, or I don't know, what's your favorite song to play live?
It varies. I think one of my favorites is definitely 1312, because I feel like I know it so well at this point that I can just like rip through it.
Mm-hmm.
And also Riverbed, because that one, like, at this point, I feel like I can kind of like do some different stuff and still have it fit, kind of thing. So that one's really fun.
Riverbed is kind of important to me too. It was like my first I did vocals on that before I was in this band, and it's also just like about stuff that resonates with me. So I like that one a lot. And also Patricide is really fun to do for the reasons you were saying, the back and forth vocals, and
it's really good. It's fucking good.
And when we do it live, we do like this little like surprise little like, I don't know, thing. I don't know. You have to see it, but I like 1312 the best because I get to talk so much shit on cops, and I fucking hate cops more than anything.
That too.
So I get to talk so much shit on cops, and so 1312. But I love doing covers too. Like, it was a lot of fun doing, like, if anyone knows Fix Me, they'll sing along, or a lot of people knew School. I just love singing along with people. Like, that was so much fun.
Yeah.
And I would have to say Agonal State too, because one of our friends who just subbed for Chris on tour, our friend Jack Carino, who's awesome, and he's in this band called Stress Spells, you should check out.
Okay.
he knows every word to the song. So anytime he's at a show, he just screams it with me, and I get so amped.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that wraps it up for me, James.
Awesome. I have a couple of simple questions and one more challenging question for you all. So we'll do the challenging first. Okay, you can answer this in whichever order you like out of the three of you, but if you were trapped on a desert island and you had nothing but a solar powered Discman and 3 CDs to listen to until you were rescued, what would you want to have?
Okay, I can do this first, I think. Godflesh Street Cleaner, because it's like I mean, it's one of my favorite records of all time, and especially the CD one actually with the bonus tracks because they rule. It's like stenchcore and also industrial, and it's the fucking coolest.
Nice.
I might go with the Dystopia record we were just talking about, but actually I might go with the full length, the self-titled.
Okay.
Just because I like Human Equals Garbage, I recognize as like the better one, but I think the self-titled is like it's just pushing it into like it's like a little less like pure chaos and like pure aggression, and it's a little more like honed. And it actually like honestly like when I'm like sitting down to write for Sunrot, that's the record that I'm like channeling most, I think, personally.
Okay.
And then like looking at my record shelf right now, probably Bullhead by Melvins. Actually no, fuck that. Probably John Prine's first record. Yeah, John Prine's first record, country folk music classic, front to back. It is like devastating, beautiful. Yeah, my other band is named after a John Prine song, Quiet Man. Yeah, that's it.
All right, I guess I'll go next. I had one and then it completely left my brain.
It happens.
I would probably do what's that? There's that record by the Caretaker that's Everywhere at the End of the World or something, and it's about like
right
dementia and stuff, and I'm like too afraid to listen to it because
the one that goes for like a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, Everywhere at the End of Time.
Oh yeah, we've talked about that before. Yeah.
Matt, one of our staff members on the site who hosts our radio show, Matt, he's listened to it.
Hell yeah. What else would I do? Probably Welcome to Sky Valley by Caius, because it's just a great like my heavy record probably. And The Unconscious Echo by Cinderwell, which is like a country folky kind of thing.
All right.
Probably that one.
It's a really good album.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Cinderwell's fantastic.
Yeah, all the like vocal harmonies and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it would be, I don't know, I would, Amun Ra Mass 5 just jumped into my head. Like, I think that would be a sick song. I mean, a sick album to listen to, contemplating my demise, but in a beautiful way.
Right.
And then I think Townes Van Zandt, Delta Mama Blues would definitely be one. And then I guess
Otis.
I'm saying Otis, Dock of the Bay, baby. Dock of the Bay, the record. Sitting on the Dock of the Bay is my. At first, I was like, would it be like Nirvana or Black Sabbath? Because those are like two of my favorite bands. And then I'm like, no, Russ, you know me. Sitting by the Dock of the Bay is my favorite song ever written, I think. I'm pretty sure. It's perfect. Perfect in every way.
Yeah.
It's just, it calms my nervous system.
We can end the episode with it.
Okay.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. The one I got was Hex by Earth. That would definitely be the one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Awesome. That's a good spread between the three of you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. We get some people that it's like 3 death metal albums. I'm like, do you want any variety, man? It's like you
Right.
don't know how
Yeah.
long you're gonna be there.
I want to
no,
listen to the
awesome.
first 3 Deicides. Just want to be fucking pissed. Oh God, for putting me on this island.
Yeah.
So the other 2 questions I have are really simple. One is, if people want to listen to or purchase your music, what is the best place to do that?
I would say Bandcamp is the best to purchase it, and I think the best to listen to it too. But they're gonna do streaming, and that's cool. We don't get paid any money for that, but I don't give a shit. Just listen to our music because we have jobs. We hate our jobs, and we'd rather just make music. But that's probably not gonna happen. So just listen to our music, and I hope you like it.
Yeah, I don't have a job, but yeah.
You have a job. You're a full-time dad.
I'm a
That's
full-time dad.
I like
That
it.
You know what?
job.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't let that. That's a big job.
that's
I
a
do that.
big job.
It's a big
Yeah.
job.
Shout out to Ross's kid. He's the
Yeah,
best.
yeah.
He is the best. He is the best.
And if people want to follow you on socials to keep up with everything that you do, what are the best places to do that?
Best one's probably Instagram.
Yeah.
But we're on Facebook, Instagram. I think we're on Twitter, but we never do the thing. Oh wait, no, it's X now.
Yes.
Yep.
No,
Right.
fuck.
Yeah.
We're on Twitter, and we say weird things on Twitter, but we post a lot of memes on Instagram. Alex is correct. Instagram is the easiest way, but we're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. We're on TikTok, I think, but I don't post anything because everything I post gets deleted because it's offensive.
I want to get on Truth Social. I want
It's
to
not offensive. It's just offensive to the Zuck.
Yeah, no, I'm saying I want to get on Truth Social. I want to like enter that cesspool. And
Yeah.
Untapped
Yeah.
market right there.
Right, yeah, and they obviously we would resonate very well with
Yeah,
that
queer
crowd.
lyrics, hating cops, they're gonna love you.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
gonna love us.
Right.
Weird like anarcho comments and shit. Yeah, it's cool.
Exactly.
I can't believe you feel that way.
You know what? Though, you might get a ton of rage listens, which will boost your numbers.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Fuck
Listen.
it, we're
It's all
Angry
marketing.
Angry stream is still a stream.
We need
Right.
those
You have to
numbers.
make a sacrifice to the algorithm, and then
Yeah.
it'll be okay.
Yeah. Get on that fucking MyPillow website, whatever.
Exactly.
Be on bees.
Yeah.
We should have a Vampire Freaks and Christian Mingle. We should get on
Oh
that.
man, I forgot about that shit.
Yeah.
we're way by my pillow, like for real though.
Yeah. Single farmers. Farmer. What was that one?
Farmers
Farm
only.
Day?
Mama.
Farmers only. Farmers only.
So, I did not know about that one.
Oh, it exists.
Yes, and it's for farmers only. So just stay away.
Figure
Yeah.
that out.
I'm missing out.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for coming on the show, and we really appreciate you taking the time. Obviously, it's been a lot of fun chatting with you all.
Yeah.
And if you ever want to come back on and chat some more, you're definitely welcome.
Oh yeah,
That's
we're always
awesome.
down.
Awesome. And for
Yeah,
anyone
we
listening at
have-
home, oh, go ahead. Sorry.
We have some exciting things, hopefully, that we can't talk about now. So maybe when we announce them in the next year, maybe we could come back.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. Let's talk about it then. And for anyone listening at home, thank you so much for tuning in. We have another guest for you next week, so come back and listen.